And good evening and welcome live to Eldora Speedway. Here it is, the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting Sprint Cars live at Eldora. My name is Chris Nunn. Brett Wheeler will be alongside here in just a little while. He's taking care of some odds and ends and loose ends here behind the broadcast, making sure everything is nice and crystal clear. So you take a nice overhead look at the Eldora Speedway right there in the fields of Darke County, Ohio. There you see the lake there at the bottom part of your screen, the pond right there in the front yard of Earl and Brittany Baltus's old house there. We are set to qualify here. The Apex Auto Glass and Tinting Sprint Cars tonight. I believe right around 28 to 30 Sprint Cars are on hand this evening. We are going to get set to go with time trial qualifications as you see race cars pulling on to the famed half mile of Tony Stewart's Eldora Speedway. Going to check out and see who's on top. Josh Van Manen on the racetrack at the moment as the drone continues to fly overhead. There you see Josh Van Manen right there in that number 5 machine. The Apex Auto Glass and Tinting sponsored number 5 machine, taking the middle groove around the racetrack. Chase Swafford right now fastest, 13.381 seconds around the half mile. Brandon Morgan now quickest, 13.203 as he goes to the top spot. Tyler Schell now, Jeremy Prey, Chase Swafford back to the top spot. You're going to see that top spot switching around a whole lot. There's Ryan Fruge there as he rolls down the back straightaway. Chase Swafford, 13.304. Fastest time right now. Tyler Schell second, 13.3038. Jeremy Prey third, 13.074. Richie Preston, 13.075. Greg Lamy Jr., 13.096. There's one of the fastest drivers in the country in a sprint car, Ernie Williams Jr., sitting in 7th right now on the timing charts. Just about halfway through time trials here at Eldora Speedway. You see Donnie Lampman on the racetrack. There's a Braden Finzel. Swapper still got the time to beat, 13.034 seconds, just a tick quicker than Tyler Schell at a 13.038 right now out front. Finzel now goes 8th quick at a 13.145 seconds as he continues his laps here around the Eldora Speedway, trying to get a little quicker as Donnie Lampman goes 19th, Sam Price 20th there on the grid. Here is Dave Plasted in that number 115 machine going down the back straightaway. He'll have a time to beat here. I guarantee he's one of the fastest cars. Smitty, that's just the nickname, Smitty, 13.103, goes 6th quick on the grid. Does Smitty. Dave Plasted goes 23rd on the grid, 13.314. I'm sorry, Brett, my mic cut out. I was, got a massive spider I'm trying to kill here. So that's like an Australian-sized spider. If we got Brett here on the production truck, he might have sent some of his spiders out with us tonight. I don't know where that thing went, but Chase Swafford at the top of the grid, 13.034 seconds. Tyler Schell in that second spot, 13.038. Dave Plasted third quick, 13.056. Jeremy Prey, fourth, 13.074. Richie Preston, 13.075 on the grid right now. Race 1, bring up your starting grid. Oh, there you see the qualifying results there. Swafford, Schell, Plasted, Prey, Preston, your top 5. Lamy, Smitty in 7th. Van Manen in the 8th spot. Williams 9th, and Finzel rounds out the top 10 in qualifying. Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Sprint Cars here at Eldora, getting set for our starting lineups here. All right, heat race 1 on the pole. Chase Swafford in that 27 machine outside. Richie Preston in number 25. Starting in row number 2, it's going to be Ernie Williams Jr. in the 91 machine outside him. Craig Silby in 20. Row number 3 on the inside, Joe Garcia in the number 114. Donnie Lampman in 28 will start 6th. Starting in row 4 in the 7th spot, Will Smith in the 3 machine outside of him. Brandon Savage in the number 87 machine. That'll be the way they line up heat race number 1. I believe the top 3 transfer to tonight's main event here in the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Sprint Cars here at Eldora. Cars gritting here on the racetrack. Swafford and Preston, your front row. Cars rolling out onto the racetrack. There you see the licenses here. Got a few A licenses, a B license, a C license here on the racetrack. Swafford and Preston, A license, Silby A license, and Brandon Savage also an A license as well. Again, you're watching the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Sprints here at the Eldora Speedway here live on Ultimate Dirt TV. Here on this Wednesday evening. A group of cars. Truck on the racetrack right now. They're underway here in heat race number 1. Pace truck pulls in. Chase Swafford leads the field out of 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Preston and Ernie Williams Jr. to the best here, running at 2nd and 3rd. Here comes Preston back to the top side of Williams for 2nd. They blink out a little bit there coming down the front straightaway. Does Swafford 2nd and 3rd, running side by side. Preston and Williams into turn number 3 and 4. He's got Joe Garcia right behind him in that 4th spot. So we roll out of turn number 4 down that front straightaway. Track in great shape here at Eldora. Swafford continues to lead. Preston, Williams, 2nd and 3rd. They still stay glued to each other's wings. Look out. Preston made contact with Swafford, and he got sideways down the front straightaway. That puts Garcia now to the 3rd spot. Silby now up to 4th. Preston, though, gets that 4th spot back down the back straightaway. Everybody running single file now as they roll out of turn number 3 and 4. Laps clicking down. We are just past the halfway point here in heat race number 1 here at Eldora Speedway, one of the racetracks in the country. We take a look on board Ernie Williams Jr.'s machine here down the front straightaway, as he has got Swafford right there in his crosshairs out of turn number 3 and 1 and 2 down that back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Going to try to slider, takes the lead away out of turn number 3 and 4 down that back front straightaway. New leader Ernie Williams Jr. into turn number 1. Here comes Swafford now back to the inside. Good battle here up front for the lead. Down the back straightaway they go, side by side. Williams, Swafford puts him into the... Oh, my goodness, he just ran right over him. Up and over goes Williams. Swafford, wow. I don't know what to say about that move right there that hasn't already probably been said in the cockpit of Ernie Williams Jr. Just a lot less expletives on my end. Swafford out front. Garcia in that 2nd spot. Down the back straightaway. Preston in 3rd. As we're going to get the white flag this time by Chase Swafford out of turn number 4. White flag in the air this time. He's got Garcia and Preston running side by side in front of him as they go down to turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Preston now pulls back alongside Garcia. Garcia back underneath, and he's going to try to wipe out Swafford at the turn number 4. Your winner is going to be Chase Swafford at the line. What a wild heat race here in heat race number 1 in the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Sprint Cars. Big cow, what action there in that one. Chase Swafford picking up the win. Richie Preston 2nd. Craig Silby 3rd. Will Smith 4th. We'll see if those results stick as everything gets finalized. Look at your final field rundown here in Heat Race 1. Chase Swafford was your winner. Richie Preston 2nd. Craig Silby 3rd. Will Smith 4th. And Donnie Lampman in that 5th spot. Then it was Garcia, Williams, and Savage rounding out the field. Race number 2 getting set to come up here at Eldora. Getting the lineup situated. All right, Heat 2 lineup. Tyler Shell, your pole sitter in the 85. Outside of him, Gregory Lamy Jr. in the number 99 machine. Row 2 on the inside, Braden Finsel in the 1. Outside of him, we're going to see Guy Bonafield in the number 11. Row 3 on the inside, Brandon Morgan in the number 31 machine. Outside of him, Sam Price will start 6th. And starting 7th, shotgun on the grid, it's going to be Nick Pittman in 18. Top 3 go tonight's main event of the evening. All right, Pace Truck has the field. Shell, Lamy, front row, Finsel and Bonafield. And row number 2, Morgan Price and Pittman rounding out the field. Pace Truck, we'll see if he pulls in. All right, Pace Truck's going to pull in. Light's going to go out. Green's going to fly here in heat race number 2. Tyler Shell and Gregory Lamy Jr. will lead him down into turn number 1 and 2. Tyler Shell is going to be your leader in that catch. Fence Apparel, number 85 machine, into turn number 3 and 4. Finsel, Lamy runs side by side for that second spot. Down the front straightaway. 1 lap complete. It's Shell still out front. Finsel and Lamy, 2 and 3. Bonafield back there in that 4th position with Morgan back in the 5th spot. Side by side back there just a bit. That is a 4th place Bonafield right there in that black machine. And here comes Morgan now. Going to get that 4th spot away. And the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting number 31 machine. Racing here at Eldora so far. That first heat race was an absolute doozy. If you missed it, check out the replay as soon as we are done. Shell and Finsel 1 and 2 there down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be coming up to halfway here in heat race number 2. Shell holding about a 2-car length advantage over Braden Finsel on the back straightaway. Going to look here out the back of Tyler Shell's machine. As you get a good look at out the back of that car, you get a good look right there. The number 1 machine of Finsel. You see his eyes looking right at you. He's trying the inside now, trying to get around Shell. Not able to make the pass. Zero down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Running the high side of the racetrack. Going to try to dive low now. And Tyler Shell barrel down the back straightaway into turn 3. Going to try to throw a slide job. Slide job engaged by Finsel. Into turn number 3 and 4. Out of 4. It's going to be Shell taking the lead back. But here comes the slider back on turn number 1 and 2. Back in front of Shell. Shell dives back underneath. He'll take the lead back. But here comes Finsel now. Will Shell try to shut the door? Nope. He'll try to dive back down underneath. He saw it coming. But Finsel, though, he got a good line there. Kept the lead out of turn number 1 and 2. White flag's going to fly. This time by coming up, Shell's going to have to try to make one more move here to try to get that lead back away from Braden Finsel out of turn number 4. Tyler Shell, one of the best in the business here in iRacing when it comes to wing sprint cars. He'll try to go low, try to throw the slide job on Finsel. Will Finsel shut the door? Yes, he will. Out of turn number 3 and 4. Shell will go to the high side, try to get a slingshot run. Not able to do it. Finsel takes the win in heat race number 2. Tyler Shell 2nd. Greg Lamy in that 3rd spot. Brandon Morgan 4th. And Guy Bonafield in that 5th position. Good finish. Good race from Braden Finsel. So we'll take a look at your full field rundown in heat race number 2 as heat race 3 is starting to grid. And there you see it, Braden Finsel, your winner. Tyler Shell 2nd. Then it was Lamy, Morgan, Bonafield, your top 5. Sam Price and Nick Pittman running out the field in heat race 2 here at Eldora for the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting Sprint Cars. Heat 3 coming up. Top 3 will go to tonight's main event of the evening. Dave Plaisted will be your pole sitter. Outside of him, it's just Smitty. You ever see those soccer players only go by one name? He's a one-name racer, Smitty, outside of row number 1. Dakota Hartzell inside of row number 2 in the 3rd spot. Outside of him, Jamie McCarron in the 4th spot. Starting 5th, we'll see Ryan Fruge in the number 65. Outside of him, Adam Posson in the 89 machine. And Phil Croach in the number 66 machine. He'll start in that 7th position. And top 3 going to tonight's main event here. Heat race number 3. Ace Truck has the field. Coming out of turn number 2, down the backstretch, slow pace. Looking for another 3 cars to go to tonight's main event here at Eldora. Pace Truck, lights are out. He's going to take that hard left turn into the pit area. Here we go, underway in heat race number 3. They've placed it, and Dakota Hartzell now getting to that second spot away from Smitty. Smitty falling backwards as McCarron gets that third spot away down the backstretch. Placed it, Hartzell, McCarron, 1, 2, and 3. McCarron running that middle groove, trying to keep Smitty behind him out of turn number 1. Out of 2 they go, down the back straightaway. Placed it, here comes Smitty. Now back to the inside of McCarron, trying to get that spot away. Smitty will take it down low out of turn number 4. Not able to make the pass. McCarron holds on into that third position, but now here comes Smitty back to the inside. He'll take third away out down that back stretch. Good move by Smitty. As you can see, Hartzell running the high side there in that second spot. They placed it though all out front, all alone right now in that 115 machine as they roll down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. That's looking down here in this one out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. He's got Hartzell running good on the high side. Hartzell closed in big time down the back straightaway. Got a little sideways, did Hartzell, as they roll into turn number 3 and 4 down that front straightaway. Placed at Hartzell and Smitty. 1, 2, and 3. Working lap number 6 here at this heat race number 3. The Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Sprint Cars here at Eldora here on Ultimate Dirt TV. My name's Chris Nunn. Thanks for joining us tonight here on the broadcast here late night on a Wednesday evening. Beautiful Wednesday. Well, depending on where you're at. If you're down in the southeast, not too beautiful. Got a lot of rain, a lot of wind, a lot of flooding. So hopefully, if your electricity's on, you're checking us out. Fixed it, still out front. Hartzell, Smitty, McCarron gets that 4th spot away back from Fruge in that 5th position. Race here down the backstretch for Plaisted. He's had this thing in charge. Flag going to come out this next time by, as he has still got this one in control. Looks like he's going to try to run the high side up on the wall. Hartzell going to try to make a move here out of turn 4. White flag in the air this time. Final time around. Hartzell going to try to dive in underneath. Can't make the move stick. Down the back straightaway they go into turn number 3. Placed it. Going to still try to hold on the bottom of the racetrack. Out of turn number 4. Dave Placed it wins heat race number 3 here at the Eldora Speedway. Hartzell in that 2nd spot. Smitty in 3rd. We'll get the full field rundown here in just a second. All right, heat race 3 finish. It's Dave Placed out front. Dakota Hartzell 2nd, Smitty 3rd. Then it was Fruge, McCarron, Croach, and Posson rounding out the field in heat race number 3. Heat race number 4. Pulling onto the racetrack here at the Eldora Speedway, and on the pole we'll see Jeremy Prey in the 117 machine, Josh Van Manen in that number 5 machine. He'll start 2nd. Row 2 on the inside, Jordan Etter in the number 9. Outside of him, Justin Smolin in the 203. He'll start 4th. Jared Shipley starts 5th in the 19 machine. Outside of him, we'll see Kyle Swader in the number 24, and rounding out the field, shotgun. It's going to be the number 29 of Sean Bowers. It's going to be the way they line up. Heat race number 4. Here in the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Sprint Cars here at the Eldora Speedway. Who's going to be in the top 5? Find out. Checking out the chat room right now, Sam Price checking us out. Kevin Fry also watching tonight. Rachel Franks checking us out as well. Anthony Karf also watching here tonight on the broadcast. Thank you guys very much for joining us. Make sure you share the broadcast. Give us some stars. Send out those stars. It helps us with the broadcast tonight. Like I said, give us a share out. Let's get everybody else watching here tonight on this broadcast. Racing so far. Race 1, though. What an absolute war in heat race number 1. As you had everybody just beating and banging each other for the win. Top 3 going to the feature here tonight. Be a 10-lap event here. Indication of the last heat races. This one should be good. Van Manen and Prey, your front row. Prey on the bottom. Van Manen in that number 5 machine outside the front row. Jordan Etter and Justin Smolin in row number 2. Jared Shipley and Kyle Swader in row number 3. Sean Bowers riding shotgun on the field here tonight in heat race number 4. This truck pulls in. Lights out. Green is out. Here we go. We are back underway. He takes the lead out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Van Manen falls back there into that 3rd spot. Jared Shipley gets by him into that 2nd. Van Manen going backwards all the way back to 5th. Slide job. Somebody in the wall back up there in turn number 3 and 4. Everybody's able to get back. Van Manen from the penthouse to the outhouse. Now back there to that 6th position. A little bit of bumper tag as Etter just gave Jared Shipley a shot in the shorts there down the back straightaway. They come out of turn number 4 down the front stretch. Van Manen out of this one. Justin Smolin also out of this one. We are down to 4 cars here in heat race number 4. Jeremy Prey continues to lead here in heat race number 4. Shipley 2nd, Etter 3rd, and Swader rounds out the 4 cars on the racetrack. Everything's starting to spread out just a bit here. Should take a look here as the cars roll down the back straightaway. Not much happening. And now, out front, it is all Jeremy Prey, all alone like the chess club president on prom night right now, out front. I'm not saying that it is a bad thing to be a chess club president, but usually they're alone on prom night, unfortunately. It's in. Maps clicking down here in this 4th heat race. Barry Shipley, Etter, and Swader. Once again, 3 of these 4 will go to the feature tonight. One of these guys have to go to one of the back of the B main events here tonight at Eldora. Etter trying to get around Swader there down the back straightaway. That's the battle for the 3rd and final transfer position. There'll be 2 laps to go this time by. 2 to go. 3 to go, excuse me. Oh, Swader still trying to get underneath Etter as they go down the back straightaway. Wasn't able to make the move stick. To go this time by. White flag going to fly next time around for Jeremy Prey, who is in control out front down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn 4, white flag's going to fly for your leader, Jeremy Prey. We're taking a look at that battle for the 3rd and final transfer spot. Looks like Etter has it in control at the moment. Out of turn 4, Jeremy Prey, your winner. Heat race 4 complete. Eldora, Shipley 2nd, and Jordan Etter completing the top 3 transfers. Kyle Swader running out the field. Good look at your heat race number 4 full field rundown. Prey, Jared Shipley, Jordan Etter, your top 3. Kyle Swader, Justin Smolin, Josh Van Manen, and Sean Bowers will be the way they round out this heat race. Heat race 4. We got 2 B mains coming up. Top 6 out of each of these B main events. Smith, your pole setter, in the 3 machine. Outside of him, Ryan Fruge in that number 65. Row 2 on the inside, Donnie Lampman in the 28. Outside of him, Jamie McCarron in the 4. Row 3 on the inside, Joe Garcia in that 114. Outside of him, Phil Croach in that 66. Row 4, Ernie Williams in the 91, and Adam Posson in the 89 machine. He will start in the 8th position. Top 6 out of these B mains go to tonight's main event. Top 6. Be a good one. I want to watch Ernie Williams Jr. from the back of the field. He might be one of the guys that's going to be safely into this show. He's one of the fastest cars in iRacing, nonetheless, Ernie Williams Jr. 2, 4, 6, 7 cars have gridded for this one. 7 cars, 1 car going home out of this first B main event of the evening. Now joining us, you're watching the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting Sprint Cars here at Eldora, live here on Ultimate Dirt TV. My name's Chris Nunn. Pushing the buttons tonight, Brett Wheeler. The best seat in the house, Brett does, right there in his comfy chair, pressing buttons. This truck rolls through turn 3 and 4, pulls off the racetrack. Green flag is in the air, and we are underway in B main number 1 as the car is rolling to turn 1 and 2. Donnie Lampman takes the lead. Garcia, Ernie Williams Jr. up into that third spot in an Ultimate Dirt TV number 91 machine. I run single file down the front straightaway. Ernie Williams now going to try to make a move underneath Garcia for that second spot. Good move down the back straightaway. Taking that runner-up spot out of turn to number 3 and out of 4 down the front straightaway. Ernie Williams now has Lampman in his sights. Has to hit the biters from wiping them both out. Because they got such a good run there on the top side. Had to hit the brakes. Garcia got around both of them for the lead out of turn number 1 and 2. Garcia now leads the field here in this 12-lap B-main event. Williams now going to go try to rip the lip off the top side, try to get a run on Lampman down the back straightaway. He'll get in where he fits in down there, down the back straightaway, into turn number 3 and 4. Out of 4, it's still Garcia, but man, he has got Ernie Williams Jr. all over him right now out of turn 1. He'll take the lead out of 2, down that back straightaway into turn number 3. Here comes Garcia now back to the inside. Good battle here for the lead. You guys are racing like it's main event time, but it's only B main. Williams now starting to pull away just a bit from Garcia down the backstretch into turn number 3 and 4 down the front straightaway they go. 7 in out of 12. Lap car ahead of your leaders as they get around him. That's Adam Posson. 1 car going a lap down here in this B main event. Ernie Williams absolutely now starting to pull away from the field. We roll down the front straightaway. Take a look back there for the battle for second between Lampman and Garcia. Garcia on the bottom of the 114 machine. Lampman in second. Posson's decided that his fun meter's pegged. He's done with this one. He's going to just call it a night and watch the rest of it from the toter home. Garcia, Lampman side by side, down to 2, down the back straightaway. Good battle down the backstretch. This is for second. As this B main number 1 continues. Down to be 2 laps to go this time by for Ernie Williams Jr. Out of turn number 4 down the front stretch. He's got a huge lead on the field. There you see him there streaking by on the top of your screen. As, oh, look out. Lampman rolled the wall coming out of 2 down the back straightaway. White flag's going to fly this time for Ernie Williams Jr. as he flashes across the finish line. A lap car ahead of him. I believe that is the 3 machine of Will Smith. Last car on the lead lap right now. He's just going to take it easy and putter through turns number 3 and 4. He has got this win in the bag. Ernie Williams Jr. picks up the win at B main number 1. He'll transfer to tonight's main event. Second place goes to Garcia. Third to Lampman. Croach gets that 4th spot. Fruge in the 5th spot, and Jamie McCarron will get that 6th and final transfer spot into tonight's main event. So, to quote Brett Wheeler, B main number 1 done and dusted here in this one. Take a look at your full field rundown. There in B main 1, Williams, Garcia, Lampman, Croach, Fruge, and McCarron. Your top 6 going to the show. Transferring to the trailer and trying again another night will be Will Smith and Adam Posson. Main number 2 coming up top 6. We'll see Brandon Morgan. A pole of 31 outside him, Kyle Swader in 24. Row 2 on the inside, Guy Bonifield, in the number 11. Outside him, Justin Smolin in that 203. Row 3 on the inside, Sam Price in 13. Outside of him, we'll see Josh Van Manen in that 5 machine. Row 4 on the inside, Nick Pittman in the 18. Outside of him, Sean Bowers in 29. Brandon Savage will start shotgun on the field in the number 87 machine. Once again, top 6 will transfer out of this one into tonight's main event here at the virtual Eldora Speedway. You're watching the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting Sprint Cars here live on Ultimate Dirt TV. All right, cars on the racetrack. On the front straightaway. Top 6. We'll go 2, 4, 6, 7 cars. Race truck keeps the race cars on the racetrack here. I believe he'll be pulling in. Good view of the overhead of the Eldora Speedway here. You see the flash bulbs going off. Netter also in the chat room. Can't believe I made the feature. He ran a good one there. He's in the feature tonight, so good job there, Jordan. Pace truck pulls off the racetrack. We are underway here in B main number 2. Top 6 go to tonight's main event as they roll down the back straightaway here into turn number 3 and 4. One lap in the books. Coming up here in B main 2. We got one up in the wall up there. That was Swader up there. Got caught at the corner of the screen there. Swader in that number 24 machine. I just caught him out of the corner of my eye. Just couldn't quite tell who it was up there. Morgan Price, look out, Van Manen. A little bit of Evil Knievel right in the wall there out of turn number 3 and 4. Good battle there right in front of him, though, between Pittman, Price, and Bonifield. Price up to the second spot. Morgan out front right now in this B main number 2. Top 6 go to tonight's main event of the evening. It'll be a 40-lapper here at the Eldora Speedway on the famed half mile. Up front, though, it is Brandon Morgan setting sail. Out front, Sam Price in second. Nick Pittman in that third position. You see your leader, Morgan, right up there going into 1. Riding up top, second place, Price in that 13 machine. Right there on the bottom of the racetrack. Pittman right behind him there in the third position. Battle here. Pittman trying to find any way he can to get around that 13 machine. They roll down the back straightaway. Still can't make a move. That's allowing Brandon Morgan to keep his lead up front as Pittman and Price still run side by side for that second and third spots. Justin Smolin sits in that 6th and final transfer position. Kyle Swader one spot out looking in down the back straightaway. That's clicking down quickly. They get around this place in a hurry. The Wing Sprint Cars, they do not waste any time getting around this racetrack. You see Van Manen back there in the 5th position, all by his lonesome in that Apex Auto Glass and Tinting machine. On the bottom of the racetrack is Van Manen. There he is right behind him, the 6th place machine of Justin Smolin. That final transfer position into tonight's main event. A clean turn number 4 down the front stretch. There you see your leader, Brandon Morgan, down the back stretch. Laps are clicking down as there's going to be 2 remaining here this time by. 2 to go. White flag going to come out this time by. So we are taking a look out front of your leader's machine. Look at those wheels going back and forth, back and forth. It's a lot of technical prowess to run these things. Look at him sawing that wheel as we go above your leader, Brandon Morgan. Look at him sawing at that wheel down 82, 85. It's at the RPMs down there, right? 8,200 RPMs right there. 87 RPMs. 8,700. That's not bad here. 13 laps, or this race is complete. So we're too busy taking a look at the RPM tachometer. Those things, they get around this place here at Eldora. We'll get your finishing rundown here for B main number 2. The Apex Auto Glass and Tinting Sprint Cars top 6 go to tonight's feature event. Morgan, Pittman, Price, Bonifield, Van Manen, and Swader, your top 6, and it's Smolin, Bowers, and Savage. All right, quick 3-minute warm-up. Going to take a quick break. Be back with more here on Ultimate Dirt TV with the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting Sprint Cars at Eldora. And welcome back here on Ultimate Dirt TV, the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting Sprint Cars at Eldora Speedway. My name's Chris Nunn. Thanks for joining us. Brent Wheeler behind the mic, or behind the keys today in the production booth here at Eldora. Take a look at your starting lineup for tonight's 40-lap main event. Chase Swafford, your pole sitter, number 27. Outside of him, we're going to see Braden Finsel in that one machine. Row 2 on the inside, Dave Plaisted in the 115. Outside of him, we'll see Jeremy Prey starting 4th in the 117. Row number 3 on the inside, Richie Preston in the 25 machine. Outside of him, Tyler Schell will start in that 6th position. Row number 4 on the inside, we're going to see Dakota Hartzell at 75 machine. Outside of him, it will be Jared Shipley in the 19. Row number 5 on the inside, it's going to be Craig Silby. Outside of him, it's Gregory Lamy Jr. in the 99. Starting 11th, it's going to be Smitty on the inside of row 6. Outside of him, Jordan Etter in the 9. Starting in the 13th position, Ernie Williams Jr. in the 91. Brandon Morgan will start 14th in the 31. Row 8 on the inside, Joe Garcia, 114. Outside of him, Nick Pittman in 18. Row 9, Donnie Lampman in the 28. And outside of him in 18th, Sam Price in 13. Starting 19th, Phil Croach in the number 66. Outside of him, Guy Bonifield in the 11. Row number 11, Ryan Fruge and Josh Van Manen. In row number 12, we'll see Jamie McCarron and Kyle Swader rounding out the field in that 24th position. Great fireworks. Great fireworks show here at the Eldora Speedway. Gotta love the way those fireworks shows look here at Eldora. Field rolling around here under caution. Getting their heat in those motors and getting everything set up, get those tires heated up. Laps the distance in this one. Going to be a good one here at the Eldora Speedway. Eldora always conducive to some great racing here. These sprint cars aren't going to be any different. Then I got sprint cars, modifieds, late models at Eldora. Anything's good. All right, there you see him taking shape here, coming out of turn number 3 and 4. Right in front of you guys here at Ultimate Dirt TV and all the crowd here at the virtual Eldora Speedway, the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Sprint Cars coming at you down the front straightaway, 4 wide here on the parade lap here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Great formation into turn number 1 and 2. Waving at the crowd in 1 and 2. Great formation down the back straightaway as well. 4 wide, one of the best in the business. Always a sucker for a good 4 wide parade lap. All right, gonna go green next time by. Hey, Swafford, your pole sitter. Very auspicious heat race. Made some contact with Williams. From upside down. We'll see what happens here in this feature. Lights out on the racetrack. Going to go green this time by 40 laps here at virtual Eldora Speedway. Out of turn number 4. Green is out at the line. Here we go. It's going to be Swafford to the top side of the racetrack. Down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3. Into turn number 4. It's going to be Swafford, your leader. Placed it in Finsel. Running 1 and 2. Or second and third behind him. 3 wide for the lead. Split second. Down the front straightaway. Caution is out, though. Yellow flag is out. It looked like McCarron down the back straightaway in that 4 machine. Oh, look, just got caught up, and everybody else has got a hold of Morgan there, and then got finished. So, caution out for McCarron. I feel we're going to pile back up behind the pace truck and get set to go again here. "40 laps the distance here at the Eldora Speedway. It's a little dash for these sprint cars. Swafford placed it, Finsel 1, 2, and 3, Preston 4th, Tyler Shell 5th, Pretzel, Prey, Shipley, Sylvie, Lamy, your top 10. Smitty, one named wonder in that number 11 spot. Getting double filed up here for the restart. Swafford and placed it on the front row. Slow pace into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4. Green flag is back out, back underway here at the Eldora Speedway. And turn number 1 and 2. Swafford up to the top side. Down the back straightaway they go into turn number 3. Got a good run there. Richie Preston now up to that 2nd spot. Finsel, though, trying to fight back to the inside of him. Out of turn 4, it's going to be Swafford, still your leader. Preston and Plasted still duking it out, trading that 2nd spot back and forth. Look at him fanning out almost 4 wide behind him. Preston, Shell, Plasted, and Finsel keeping an eye on Tyler Shell in that 85 machine. He has moved himself up into that 3rd spot. A great battle behind them as they went 4 wide that last time around. Shell is an absolute machine on the bottom of the racetrack, though. Caution is out on the racetrack one more time. So, caution out, slowing us down again here in this feature event. McCarron's just having a bit of a time here. Got caught up in somebody else's incident again. He's probably getting a little frustrated right now, getting caught up in all these incidents. Williams Jr. is making his way up through the field. Won one of the B main events, started in the 13th position, has worked himself up into the top 10, up into the 7th spot. So a good run for Ernie Williams Jr. We knew he was going to make his way up towards the front via winning one of those B main events. This truck has the field. Double him up. All right, Swafford and Preston, 1 and 2. Shell and Finsel, 3 and 4. Shell's going to be the one to watch. He was absolutely making a run on that bottom. See what happens here. We're going to go back to green flag racing here at the Eldora Speedway. Thank you to Big Black Diamond Motorsports, sending us 50 stars. Sam Stride watching us as well. Here we go, down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Swafford on the top side. Shell running the bottom of the racetrack, trying to sneak up and underneath Swafford. Right behind them, there's Preston, placed it, Finsel, out of turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be on the top side of the racetrack. Chase Swafford, your leader. Preston back in 2nd now as Tyler Shell runs the bottom of the racetrack. There you see placed it in that 115 machine. Ernie Williams Jr. back up, and caution is out yet again here in this main event. We'll check out and see exactly what just happened here. Gonna look at Craig Silby's machine, that 20 car. We'll keep an eye on him. He's right there in the middle of the racetrack. Oh, just got up there and made contact with another car and ends up upside down. Being upside down means you're going to get that virtual tow, which pretty much means your night is over with. Ernie Williams Jr. up to 6th from his 13th starting spot, moving up 7 spots at the moment. It's all Chase Swafford right now up front here in this main event. Back in good shape. Slick from top to bottom, conducive to some slide jobs. Preston in that second spot. Keeping an eye on Shell, though. He's got the bottom of that racetrack absolutely now pat. That's where he likes to run, especially here at Eldora. We got a long way to go here in this main event as we start to double back up. We get set to go back to green flag racing. That's out on the pace truck. And is out, back underway. Swafford. It's the gas. Here we go. Turn 2, down the back straightaway. Shell back to the bottom of the racetrack. He is so fast down there. Got a run right now on Swafford. He'll slide up the racetrack. Contact! Swafford got into Shell. Swafford, that's not the first car he's gotten into tonight. Do you remember what happened during his heat race with Ernie Williams Jr.? We are definitely going to take a look at that one more time. Swafford not making any friends here as Shell. A good run there. Got a good slide job. Good clean slide job. Swafford was just not having any of it right now. You look at it again here as they come out of turn number 3 and 4 slow-mo here. Good clean slide job right there from Shell. And Swafford just feeds in the right rear up into the wall. All kinds of cars getting involved. There's Finsel. You saw him flying around as well. He gets clipped again. Wow, so clean slide job there. It looked like it's Tyler Shell. Swafford's going to get an EOL for that bad boy right there. That's not the first time he's gotten into somebody this evening. So he's got to get an EOL that gets into the back of the line. Just going to put Richie Preston out front. Ernie Williams replaced it there as well. All right, field belongs to Richie Preston. We're going to see what Chase Swafford can do from the back of the field now. Let's see if he can catch up here. As Richie Preston takes the green flag back underway here at the Eldora Speedway in this main event. Richie Preston out front. Looks like we're back under yellow again. Cautions breed cautions here at the Eldora Speedway. Looks like the 4 of McCarran there slow on the front stretch. Look here at your instant replay. Take a look at exactly what happened there. We're going to focus on 4 of McCarran. This didn't go. Looks like, oh. He just got caught up again in somebody's incident. But McCarran's just got to be getting upset. Right? He's been in 3 incidents that he is not at fault of completely. Well, Dave placed it, got fenced as well there on that start, upside down hard. Shell got caught up into it as well. Both those cars ending up. Richie Preston, still your leader. Ernie Williams from 13th, second run. Ernie Williams Jr., 13th to the second spot. Single file restart here looks like. Break for place that they're getting fenced on that restart. Just cannot get a long green flag run here. A turn number 4 they come. Preston, Williams, 1 and 2. Lamy in that third spot. Hartzell, 4th, back underway. We're at the Eldora Speedway here in this Apex Autoglass. I'm going to go to a break real fast. We're going to come back with the finish of this one here at Eldora. All right, welcome back here to Eldora Speedway. Going to have the finish of this one. Richie Preston still out front. It's Ernie Williams Jr. in that second spot. Tyler Shell up in third. He didn't miss much, just a few laps here. As we had to reboot and refresh here. There's some satellite issues there. That happens sometimes during broadcast. Satellites interfere. As Ernie Williams Jr. now goes to the inside of Preston. Tries to slide job out of turn number 2. Down that back straightaway they go. Side by side into turn number 3. Good battle for the lead as Ernie Williams Jr. tries the high side now. Dives back down. Little Preston down the front straightaway into turn number 1. And then Tyler Shell sits up there in that third spot. A little bit of contact between the top 2 to go down the back straightaway. But now Chase Swafford, he's up to 9th, and we are yellow again here in this main event. Cautions, precautions, precautions. Checking out exactly what happened here. Just a car getting up there. The guy Bonifield upside down, caught the wall. Going to look at it. Just went a little too high there going into turn number 3. Just got upside down. The battle was brewing there up front between Preston and Williams. Cannot get a big green flag run. Shell in that third spot. Hartzell. Swafford back up into the top 10. They're double filed back up again here for this restart. All right, pace truck pulls into the infield. Back underway here at Eldora. Hopefully going green to the finish here in this main event for the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting Sprint Cars here at Eldora. Shell to the lead. Good run for him out of turn 1 and 2. As Preston, though, fights back down to the inside. Out of turn number 3 and 4 they go. Shell back to the bottom of the racetrack. Preston up top along with Williams. Williams goes to the middle now. As Shell slides up. Contact. Preston into the wall. Out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Finsel now up to the third spot. Preston all the way back to the 7th position as Williams trying to throw a slider again. Look who's creeping on the bottom of the racetrack. It's Braden Finsel in the bottom of the track out of turn number 1 and 2. Trying to make something happen down there. Got a little sideways. Lost some ground to Ernie Williams Jr. Laps are looking down. Past the halfway point into this one. Shell, Williams, and Finsel. 1, 2, and 3. Lamy placed it. Lampman, Preston, Chase, Swafford. Now back there in that 8th position. As Preston now, they've got the, I believe that is a lap car right there in the middle of that whole pack. It's Chase Swafford now. It's not a lap car. That is actually a Lampman. It's up there in that 8th position. So my apologies to Lampman. Thought he was a lap car, but no, he is running for position there. At the number 28 machine. Swafford there back outside of him. Shell out front. Williams in second. Everybody running about single file now. Preston on the bottom of the racetrack trying to make something happen. Chase Swafford ahead of him in that 6th spot now. Swafford had to go all the way to the back, getting an EOL for wiping out Tyler Shell. After Shell threw a nice little clean slide job. Now going to go back to the top of the racetrack to find any way he can to get around Swafford, that 75 machine. Swafford right in the rim, as is Preston. That's all Tyler Shell up front, though. A long green flag run here. Hopefully it stays that way. So there you take a look at Finsel in that 3rd spot in that 1 machine. The high groove is the way to go right now. There's Ernie Williams Jr. in second. Trying everything he can to catch up to your leader, but man, he is that far out front, getting around the 31 of Brandon Morgan. There you see your leader, a full straightaway ahead of 2nd place, Ernie Williams Jr. Now it is his race to lose right now. Anything can happen in the next 12 or so laps. It's a caution fest to start with, but right now we're still going green. Great run right now for Tyler Shell. The lap car ahead of him. Dive low. He'll clear that lap car as he stays clean and green out front. Flawless run right now out front for Tyler Shell. Go back and check on this battle as Preston and Swafford continue to pester each other. As Preston tagged the wall there just a bit. Swafford moved back off there to keep from getting into the back end of Preston. They turn out of turn number 4. On the front stretch, Preston still holds on to that 5th place position. Swafford right there on his tail tank out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway they go. Will he try a slide job? No, not quite. He'll try to dive down low now. At turn 4, Swafford gets that 5th position as the caution comes out one more time. That's going to change things up just a tick. Check out exactly what happened here. Oh, McCarron again. McCarron. I believe his night's finally over. McCarron, he's just had the worst night out of anybody tonight here, and he's going to end up taking a pit side there. Now Tyler Schell's going to have Ernie Williams Jr. right there on the back of his tail tank to finish this one up. They'd be able to keep him behind him. Find out. Schell's had a good run on the top of the racetrack. Williams has been having a bit of an issue on the top side. Saw him getting a little sideways once or twice, but able to stay straight. Get a look out the back of your leader's machine right there. He's got a rear end full of Ernie Williams Jr. Good camera work here by our broadcast crew. Wheeler's always got the best cameras in the business. There you see our fuel cell cam right there. Gonna look back at that Ultimate Dirt TV number 91 machine of Ernie Williams Jr. And there you see the top of the camera there. You look down into the cockpit of Tyler Schell. I believe that is Ernie Williams Jr. right there behind him. Gonna look inside Ernie Williams' car. Ernie Williams Jr. right there. Plain black all the way around. I need a fancy helmet. We'll just go plain black. You know, black suits matter. That is right. Back underway. Here we go. Little shootout here for the win. Tyler Schell out front. There you see Williams sawing at that wheel right there. Back and forth, back and forth. Caught up to him. To the inside. He'll go to the lead. Into turn number 3 and 4. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Fensel now to the inside out of turn number 4. It's going to be Schell back to that second spot. He'll try to dive back underneath Ernie Williams Jr. He'll slide back up in front of Williams. Williams now back to the inside of Schell. Down the back straightaway they go into turn number 3. Williams, Schell, Fensel, 1, 2, and 3 as they roll out of turn number 4. Williams, what a great move down the back straightaway in that restart as Schell posts back to the bottom. He'll slide up in front of Williams. Williams dives back down underneath, down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3. Good battle here, side by side for the lead in the closing stages of this race here in the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting Sprint Cars here at Eldora. Side by side, first, second, third, and fourth. Schell, Williams, Fensel, Preston now up to the third spot. On my gangbusters here in the final part of the race here. Williams, caution is out. Why does the caution have to fly? It was getting good. An absolute wild. 4 to go. The checkered flag in sight. Braden Fensel, he was having a good run. See him in that third spot. Just got up there and pressed in. They got together. Fensel ends up worse for wear. Look at the drone cam. What a contact there, coming out of 2. Tough break for Braden Fensel. All right, we'll be right back with the finish of this one here in just. right, back with the final here, the finale. Down the back straightaway, 2 laps to go here. Sorry about the satellite again. It's Ernie Williams Jr. out front, white flag this time by Tyler Schell, Richie Preston, second and third. Down the back straightaway, final time here in this one. Out of turn number 3 and 4. Ernie Williams Jr. going to get a hard-fought victory from the 13th starting position here at Eldora. Tyler Schell second, Richie Preston third, Chase Swafford up the 4th after going to the back. Earlier, and Greg Lamy Jr. getting that 5th position. The fireworks go off here at the Eldora Speedway for the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting Sprint Cars here at Eldora. We have a full field finishing rundown here in just a moment. It is Ernie Williams Jr., your winner. Well, now they got Tyler Schell, your winner. Ah. That's interesting. According to the video, it looked like Ernie Williams won. I am confused at the moment here. So yeah, the video showed Ernie Williams. The timing and scoring showed Schell. So Ernie Williams is on the podium right now. All right, Ernie Williams Jr., tonight's feature winner from the 13th starting spot. Man, you had to earn that one, didn't you?
Absolutely, coming from the B main, and it put me in, I think, started 13th. All in all, I really didn't think I'd get up there to win. I figured Tyler would end up running away since he started like 4 or 5 rows ahead of me, but he got into a little bit of scuffle with another car, which allowed me to get up there at least close to him, and the caution saved me a little bit here and there, kept me close enough throughout the race where I was just always there, and once that last caution come out, it put me right up to him, and I just went to work from there, basically.
Yeah, it all started in the heat race. You and Swafford got together, and then you had to fight back from a B main. But, man, I'll tell you what, you actually made it look easy coming up through the field there. High side got you there at the end. Track looked pretty raceable.
Yeah, my car was good. Thanks to the guys back at the shop at Black Diamond Motorsports, they put me under, good cars underneath me. The cushion stayed there. My car stayed there all throughout the night. I ended up putting my wing back later on in the race, probably the last 3 or 4 laps, just to make sure I didn't get too squirrely. But the car was awesome. I can't complain. It was a good run. Yeah, if I'd have won my heat race, I could have made this a whole lot easier. I'd have started on the pole, maybe been a little easier, I should say. But all in all, we'll take the win for sure.
However you can get it. Who you got helping you out on that ride?
Absolutely. Black Diamond Motorsports. Got to give the guys a shout out. Nate Davis, John Batiste, Josh Steinke, all them guys back at the shop. Like I said, they put a lot of time and effort in getting them cars right. And we've been fast lately. And Tim Nichols with Tim's Dirt Track Simulators. He helps out a lot with the team and everything. Ultimate Dirt TV, Brett Willer. Got to give a big shout out for him for doing the broadcast. You guys did an awesome job. Can't wait to go back and watch it. Congratulations for Tyler for second. I didn't see who quite got third, but congratulations to him too. And hopefully we'll see you next week.
All right, that's Ernie Williams Jr., tonight's feature winner here at Eldora. We'll bring in our second place finisher, Tyler Schell. Hopefully, we'll bring him up here. Tyler Schell, rocking that Catch Fence apparel. Chief Rishi's got to be happy with the second place finish with that Catch Fence apparel. Good run though. You tried the bottom, you tried the top, but unfortunately, second place is what you got, though. Still got to be happy with it.
Yeah, for sure. After what happened, like lap 8 of the race.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. You got Swafford in there. That was kind of a wild there. It was a good slide job for you.
I thought it was I was clear. I was going, and I guess he didn't realize you have to turn left when you get past. But hey, it just made for me to get up on the wheel more. I got to the lead. I was cruising through lap traffic, just kind of biding my time. Then I saw that caution, and I knew I was done for because when I run the top, I got to be in a rhythm, and I didn't have a rhythm anymore. And it was all as she wrote. I went into one and missed it a little bit, and Ernie was there and kind of missed it, and he cut under me, and that's what it was. But overall, good run because I could tell you I'm not very good here, to be honest, once it gets up on the cushion, but I'll take a second to Ernie because he's probably one of the best at running the wall here. So on to next week. Good points tonight since there's no drop weeks, so you got to make every race worth it.
Who you got helping you out on this ride? Who you want to give some thanks to?
Catch Fence Apparel for sure. And then Flow Racing, Anderson Speedway, Motorsports B, Adjusted Logistics, Paints by Tinting, Hergot Real Estate Group, BS Air, Overlord Photographs, Catch, I already did that, Roofco, and Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. And you guys for broadcast.
Thank you very much. Tyler Shell, tonight's runner-up here at the Eldora Speedway. Going to bring in our third-place finisher, Richie Preston, to the booth. Richie, a hard-fought third-place run. You got pretty good up there between you guys there, you and Tyler and Ernie. You had to fight your way back, though. You kind of dropped back to around 6th or 7th, but a good hard-fought third-place finish.
Yeah, we were quick. I got to apologize to Braden Fensel. I entered the corner way too hot, kind of throwing a slider for third there with like 5 to go, and I got into him, so I apologize for that. But other than that, our car was good. Tyler and Ernie were obviously quick. They're really good here at Eldora. But third, I mean, I'll take it for the first race, so we're obviously racing for points, and we'll see how we end up.
All right, I know you got a lot of people you want to give thanks to on that machine. It's a good-looking ride.
Yeah, thank you. Everybody puts on the league. It's a lot of fun. First race, and a couple cautions here and there, but I mean, it'll get better as the season goes on, I'm sure. And then you guys for the broadcast, and then my team, Elbows Up Sim Sport, our sponsors, Anderson Speedway, Motorsports Beat, Just Logistics, Paints by Tunican, Hergot Real Estate, BS Air, Obel Photography, Catch Fence Apparel, Fairway Independent Mortgage Company, Roofco, and if you go to the Elbows Up Sim Sport Facebook page, you'll find a link for Flow Racing, and if you sign up for that, you can just click the link and sign up for that, and you'll do the sim racing community a favor and Flow Racing a favor as well. So make sure to go subscribe to Flow.
All right, that is Richie Preston, tonight's third-place finisher here at Eldora. That's going to do it for us here on Ultimate Dirt TV for this broadcast of the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting Sprint Cars here at the Eldora Speedway. My name is Chris Nunn. On behalf of Brett Wheeler in the production booth, we will see you next week. Good night, everybody.